What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me on the ride into work. Almost got in a car wreck. It is extremely foggy. I don't know if you can tell or not. People drive extra stupid when that happens. Anyways, hi guys, I hope you caught the last show of the season last night. If you guys miss me that much, I'm pretty sure I'll be doing a couple more rides into work before 2022. But last night we were talking about how the Wake County Vaccine Twitter page, Get Vaccinated Twitter page, tweeted hashtag free the smiles, and that you can free the smiles by getting vaccinated. Now, the first thing that came to my mind when I saw that was, I've been divorced and went through a pretty hard custody battle in which, let's just put it at that it was really hard. And every time, every night we had a scheduled time for her to call the kids who were with me, and I always kind of knew that whenever she would call before the kids called her, that she had plans to go out and basically do something wrong that she wasn't supposed to be doing. And I would always know and say, hey, at the time there was a private investigator involved, and literally it got so predictable that anytime she called before the kids called her, I'd call the private detective and say, hey, she called me early. The reason I'm telling you this is because they said our name, and it is very odd for any political opposition group to call you by name. And in my opinion, in all that I've witnessed and obviously been through with my business being doxxed and myself being doxxed, is they've already had a discussion about us, and they have decided that the best course of action is to say our name and call to their base. Now, my best opinion on this is get ready to be doxxed. But I also know that even a lot of the left right now are jumping ship. They are not in agreement anymore. This has gone on far too long, even for some of the more moderate leftists. And they are joining us. So with that being said, there are going to be a few very young, very unintelligent doxers. But the thing is none of them are intelligent enough to, I guess you could say, evolve in their ways of doxing. So all they have is their basic script of you're racist, homophobic, Nazi, white supremacist, and in my opinion, if you're not ready to go all the way, the best way to fight doxing is to not respond at all. If you're like me, I call bullshit every time. I'm willing to go all the way to the end. I'm going to make them look like immature, unintelligent idiots by the time we're done. It often involves some trickery in that they're not expecting you to respond, in such a way that's like, yeah, I am. And matter of fact, I'm going to one-up it and say I'm not just a white supremacist, I'm a people supremacist. And I hate everyone, and just kind of double up on what they're calling you and just saying, oh yeah, I'm the worst of that. but you're, unintelligent and that's all you have. It's a learned trade. And my best opinion is, if you're not familiar with doxing, they can destroy your online presence. You have to be really intelligent, and the minute you get pissed off, you've just lost. If you think about it as funny and joking, like kind of like an old school your mama joke, you're gonna do really well. But anyways, that is the skinny of it. If that tells you anything, it just tells you that we're doing a good job. They're threatened by us. Our group is whatever we're doing, our group is hitting the important areas because they're feeling the pressure enough to call to their base to say, hey, will you come in and lighten up the pressure for us? And they don't mean it in any good way. They want to ruin lives. They want to ruin your lives. They want to make it so that you can't feed your kids. So always take it as a threat, just a verbal one. Nowadays it's easy to get ticked off and always kind of go right for the jugular. You got to figure the majority, 99% of basement dwelling commie little scrub rats are unintelligent. They have one point of view. They don't have two. They don't have three. They don't have the ability to look outside of their own little leftist box. And so, it's very, very easy to trip them up. It is very easy to get them to thinking. But the thing is no matter how much you win, they're never going to be like, oh man, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking. They're never going to do that. They are never going to flip sides. If they haven't at least made some effort to flip a side by now, they are not flipping whatsoever. They are going to go down with that ship, and they will not realize it until they hit the water. Oh crap, we just sunk the boat. So you got to know that almost suicide economy mentality is there, and they are willing to suicide not only themselves but you. So don't allow them to do that, and just know that you're on the right path. If you missed the show yesterday, we had a little bit of fun with it, and we were just both being serious and poking a little fun at the Juicy Smollett trial, and just played a couple of parody videos that were just kind of, like I said, poking fun. Anyways, if I'm gonna obviously be doing the ride into work for a couple of more days. I have 2 more days after today of work before we leave for Florida, but who knows, maybe I'll do a couple while I'm down in Florida. Take care, guys. I hope you guys have a great afternoon and work real hard. And again, just be thinking about that in your mind, about the doxing thing. It's really like the best way I could describe it is an old school your mama joke, and it's a competition. Who's gonna win? Anyways, God bless you. God bless America. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.